Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
Yeah, you heard that. You heard that, guys. Oh, man. Leaf fans, that was a terrible game. That was horrible. Horrible game one. I know it's game one. We shouldn't overreact, obviously, but, man. Oh, I don't know what we're watching out there, Leaf fans. I have no idea what we're watching out there, seriously. It was freaking embarrassing. It really was embarrassing. Well, AEW here presenting latest SmackDown Sports Wrestling Channel. Aaron Warder is my name. That's who I am. That's who I am. I do sports and wrestling, obviously, as you could tell. And I guess, yeah. You can take my total voice. I'm pretty upset. I'm upset. I was watching a game. I'm like, how do I say it best? It's pathetic? What do you say is pathetic? I don't know. Feel free to comment, guys. Whatever. Especially if you're into this stuff. Feel free, man. Please, please, please. Please. It's embarrassing, man. It's just the way the game it was tonight. Man, there was times where I had to change the channel, and this team makes me want to. This team puts you through so much pain, man. So much pain. It's embarrassing. It's always the same story year in, year out. Yeah, game one, the first series. Okay, big deal. They always have a chance to tie it up, right? Yeah, for game two. Okay. Yeah, so okay. But the thing is what I saw in this game that concerns me. It's not really the result. It is kind of results, but it's really how the results happen that would concern me, okay? 7-3 is not a good game, obviously. Not good. You can't win a game in sports when you give up more goals than you score, especially 7. There's no way you're gonna win a game when you're giving up 7 goals. It's just percentage-wise, very rarely, very, very extremely rare. It's just right off the bat, right off the beginning of this game, the first period, right off the first 2 or 3 minutes, Tampa Bay scores on Samsonov, the goalie of the Leafs. Right? Yeah, I hope so, buddy. I hope so. Come listen to me. I'm just replying to someone here on my YouTube, on my shorts. Okay, on my shorts. But yeah, I really hope so. This is right off the bat. Goal when the first 2 or 3 minutes, and it was the terrible defensive play in front of the net. Obviously, Samsonov has to do a better job of stop. I don't mean stopping the puck. I mean like rebound control, not making sure when he can't capture the puck and hold it for a whistle. Make sure the rebounds don't go to the Tampa Bay team, okay? Or the team in front of them has to do a better job of cleaning out in front of the Samsonov to make sure Samsonov could grab the puck so he could get the whistle instead of the opponents, using their sticks to jam in the puck into the net in front of him. His teammates, Samsonov's teammates, have to try. The defensemen have to try to move the forwards out of the way. It's just that, and then we get a power. They get a power play. Leafs get a penalty, first penalty, high stick. They score. Okay, and Tampa Bay scores. Makes it 2-0. Makes it 2-0. 2-0. 2-0 in the first 5-10 minutes. Okay, the first 10 minutes of a. And the first 5-10 minutes, 2-0 in the first 5-10 minutes of the game. Not to worry. Not a good start, but not to worry. Right? Not to worry. You got a long game to go. Okay. Right? So there's nothing to worry. Nothing to worry. Nothing to worry. But then all of a sudden, it leaves, they're starting to come around a bit. Sometimes it takes some time to come around. They were coming around a bit. Okay? Coming around. And I got the box score right here. What happens is, I got the box score right here. Right here. Okay? Right here. So, summary. First period. Okay. The Leafs are doing well. Down 2-0 for most of the first period. They're starting to come around. They're starting some decent chances. It looks like you get back in this game. When you're down 2-0 in the first period, nothing to worry about. When you're down 2-0 in the second period, nothing to worry about or anything like that. Nothing to worry about. It's perfectly okay as WandaVision, when Wanda said, I have everything in control. It's okay. It's okay. When you know everything is not okay. If you're a diehard Leaf fan, you know nothing's okay. Okay? You can pretend it's okay, but as a hardcore Leaf fan, you know nothing is okay. So down 2-0 until we get this. Right at the last minute, I was counting down to the end of the period. With 4 seconds left, Tampa Bay scores to make it 3-0. Going into intermission, first period intermission. Okay? Kucherov scores. Yes, I know Tampa Bay has 2 defensemen got hurt today. Hedman, and I'm pretty sure is who else got hurt? Hedman's a big loss. If I don't know the severity of his injury, but him leaving, he's the best defenseman, one of the best defensemen in the league, but he got hurt and he was taken out, obviously precautionary reasons. And Cernak got hurt. Because I'm checking right now because of their total ice time. Those 2 got hurt. So they played 4 defensemen basically all game. And they still won. But that could take a total long series, okay? But let's get to the second intermission, okay? Let's get to the second period. Second period. 3-0. It's a whole, obviously, an intermission. But you still got 2 periods left. So 3-0, you still got a chance to come back. Okay? The Leafs, well, about 12 minutes in, they had a power play, and Martinelli scores, right? Makes it 3-1. So there's a chance. Down 2 goals. There's a chance. 2 goals. You're down 2 goals. Okay? So 3-1. About 3 minutes later, William Nylander on the power play. Yes, on the power play in a row. Scores. They make it 3-2. Now the Leafs are back in it. They're just down by 1 goal. They're back. They have the energy. The momentum should be on their side, right? The crowd's into it. And then basically a minute later, Jake McCabe commits a stupid penalty. I think it was Jake McCabe. Was it Jake McCabe? Somebody commits a stupid penalty in the middle of the second period when the Leafs are down 3-2. They just came back in the game. And they go in the penalty box to suffer, the penalty, right? So they go back on the power play. Tampa. And what do they do? Well, they score to make it 4-2. And then about a little bit later, ball was 5-5. the boneheaded, stupidest, the idiot, the guy that needs to get a straight in his head. Michael Bunting, the guy on my fucking thumbnail, you see in the penalty box, Michael freaking Bunting. They said, "Oh, the refs are all to get him, and stuff like that." Oh yeah, I don't get a benefit of the doubt. Well, what you did today, what you did tonight, why would you get a benefit of the doubt? Why would you get a benefit of the doubt from the referees? What he did is basically elbowed the guy in the head, and yeah, that's a penalty, but that's more than just a penalty. That's a major penalty. And they were originally going to give him a 2-minute penalty for it, but the refs decided to take a closer look. And yeah, that was intent to hurt. We're giving you a major. And the major is 5-minute penalty. The guy gets ejected from the game. And usually on a penalty, on a power play, right? Usually on a power play, when a team scores on a power play, the penalty is done. But on a major penalty, it doesn't matter how many goals you can score. You can score unlimited amount of goals on a major. Only on majors, a goal does not end a major power play. Only minor, not major. So it was basically 4-2 at this point, but Tampa Bay gets a 5-minute major. Now last year the Leafs had a 5-minute major against them with Kyle Clifford, and the Leafs killed it off. Well, was it going to be deja vu this year? Well, no. No. It was not going to be deja vu this year. Instead, Braden Point gets a power. Not Braden Point. Whilst Corey Perry gets a goal. They make it 5-2. 5-2. And then about 2 minutes later, because there's still a freaking penalty going on. There's still a fucking penalty. Major. Going on. And about 2 seconds left in the first period, the second period. They get a goal again. And now there's a review on this. Sheldon Keefe called for a review. Now, this goal. The problem was. No. The review was on the Corey Perry goal. They did a review on that. The problem was they already were in the power play in a major, and the refs looked at it. They went to the call center to see if it's interference call, goalie interference or whatever, or they make contact with the goalie when the players prevent the goalie from trying to stop the puck. Unfortunately, the Leafs did not win that challenge, and now they were down 2 men, and so with 2 seconds left in the second period, Braden Point makes it 6-2. 6-2. Okay? 6-2. Right? And so the Leafs are down 6-2. There's nobody going to win this game. So, starting the third period, they decide, to give Samsonov the rest of the night off and put in the rookie Joseph Wall, right? Okay. So they bring the rookie in. Walsh Cole gets a breakaway, makes it 7-2. 7-2. This game was already out of reach, so this game was basically over in the third period. I mean, it was over at the end of the second period. Anyways. Kelly Youngcoke of the Leafs gets the third goal for the Leafs, so the final score was 7-3 in game one. And it was a very bad officiated game. A lot of people think the refs were on the Leafs, not on the Leafs type of baseline. But the Leafs did take some bad penalties, some really bad penalties. Let's look at the penalties. How many penalties did they take? So the Leafs had 13 penalty minutes in total, and Tampa had 8. Okay. So it's about four penalties for Tampa, and it's at least they have a 5-minute penalty with from Bunting and he got kicked out. Bunting is basically the new Marner right now. Not the new Marner, new Kadri. Plays on the edge, but he's not quite as offensively gifted as Kadri. I mean, Kadri, I think, is a better offensive player. But Kadri did cost them some big moments in the playoffs, especially the Boston series. And the antics that Kadri did in his final year as a member of the Leafs, which pretty much nailed in the coffin. He said, "Yeah, we can't have you on the team, man. You can't have this on the team anymore." So that's the year they shipped out Kadri. Okay, they shipped out Kadri. That's the year they got Barry and Kerfoot in the offseason. Like, yeah, we can't have you. We can't have you for your antics. Bunting is like that, but the thing is, Bunting is still he's not a terrible player. I mean, the guy can produce scores in. He can score 20 and get you to 40, 50 points. But it's other stuff, the antics, the pass, but like the stuff is getting out of control. Really? It was like you could be a pest, but you can't go over the line. You can't elbow someone in the head and attempt to injure someone during a game, especially a fucking playoff game. You're a guy who gets under people's skin, but you're a guy who could produce 20 goals and get you 40 to 50 points. You're as any offense you could get, man. That's very valuable for that. Very valuable. And I gotta go bathroom, man. Really, I'm sorry. And the thing is, before I go take a little break, he's a free agent in the year. And I'll talk about that in a bit. Okay, I'm back. So Bundy's a free agent in the season. And it was making like around what 900,000, 900K. And here's the thing. Bunting this year has produced 40 to 50 points. Last year he got 60 points. So that 900K should get you definitely more money on the free agent market, right? Right? Obviously. You should be able to get more money on the free agent market for producing that. But the question is, what kind of term would they give him? I'm not talking about money. Well, money may play a factor, but I'm talking about years. What kind of how many years is a team willing to give a guy like Bunting, knowing what he's like, right? Knowing his reputation, right? But as for the offseason, there's a lot of question marks in the offseason. I did a video on this. I'll do more videos on the offseason for Maple Leafs. There's a lot of things. I personally think this playoff series determines Kyle Dubas' fate. I think I'm just saying this, I think if they pass the first round, they'll try to sign him to an extension MLSC. But if I think that they once again get bounced out in the first round for like the 7th, 8th year in a row, I think he's done and they go in a new direction. You can't do the same thing over and over again. Expect the same result. Okay? That's what Kyle Dubas right now. You might have to go in a different direction. Okay, because here's the thing. Even if they advance to the second round, I don't think they're going to be able to beat Boston. Excuse me. Excuse me. Samsonov looked shaky today. Looked nervous. Playing in Toronto is different than playing in Washington, obviously in hockey terms. He's good. He will get to start the second game. Matt Murray is not ready, but because you never know. Matt Murray has definitely more playoff experience. I guess would have more playoff composure. He's won 2 cups for Pittsburgh, but that was a long time ago. You just can't rely on his health. He doesn't know if he'll be ready for game 2, but I don't know what happens if Samsonov has a very bad game 2. What do you do if Matt Murray's not ready? You go with Joseph Woll? I don't know, man. If you're gonna go with Joseph Woll, who I think does have a bright future at NHL personally, but right now in the playoffs, you're trying to advance. I think that's pretty much throwing in the towel, and not a good sign. And with that, we're gonna be stuck with Matt Murray next season. Leaf fans, because Samsonov might be getting a raise in the offseason, might be getting a longer term deal, but I just don't know. I mean, I would look for a goalie in the offseason, but it's that you have more confidence staying healthy and it's better, Matt Murray. But whatever. Sorry for the cough. I'm okay, guys. Don't worry about me. But yeah, it's embarrassing. You can't have a game. You can't start a series like this. But let's remember, guys. It's just game 1. Hopefully, game 2 they come out on fire with vengeance. Okay? Because it's embarrassing. And sometimes embarrassing games could wake you up. Remember last year, game 1, Tampa Bay got shut out 5-0. Game 2, they came out with a vengeance. Maybe this year, it'll be the opposite. Tampa Bay embarrasses us Leafs fans, the Leafs. Maybe Toronto comes up with a vengeance at Scotiabank Arena this Thursday. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me. Short stream. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. I might do this again Thursday, maybe. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Take care, guys. Leaf fans. Yeah, thank you.